Here we are, it's happening. We are doing the ultimate waifu tier list. Each of us
Oh,
chose somewhere between 12 and 13 waifus of our very own choosing. Um, all of our favorites are on here, or at least most of them, and then a couple that we just really like, so that we'd have like an actual spectrum here. David, I
ah,
decided to start recording right after I sent you the link because I snuck in a little surprise for you.
oh boy. Oh
Are
boy.
you there yet, friendo?
I am. What?
You see the bottom third from the left there on the bottom?
Bottom third from the left. Oh. Oh.
That's your girl that has
Oh.
zero fucking character development or screen
Oh.
time, but you just love her unconditionally. The punk waifu from season 3 of Ruby.
Listen, I just want her to come
Well,
back.
we'll get to her when we get to her. It looks like fucking Tracer from Overwatch. Oh, and also notice my naming for the tiers.
Waifu for life who I'm friends with.
So like that. Notice that the bottom thing isn't even that bad because these are all waifus we love. Okay, that's the important thing to note here. You're recording, right, David? You got to
I
okay.
am.
Okay, these are all waifus we love. So even the bottom tier, like top tier, is I want to marry this person and live with them for the rest of my life. Bottom, the worst tier on this is, you know what? I mean, I
We
want
can
to marry
smash
you,
once a month.
but like, yeah, let's hook up and smash a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what, yeah. So that's what this is here. These are all waifus we love. We're just ranking them. Now, there
I
might be
love
some where
how
David has
my
to go fully. I was trying to do stuff that we both know, but David had to fucking pick a bunch of bullshit.
I have culture with my waifus, okay?
Yeah. And meanwhile, I have a
Also,
million
most of my
Crunchyroll ads in the
waifus
corner.
my most of my waifus will probably crush me anyway, so that always helps. I am completely fucked up right now, and this is perfect recording for me. But Tracer, Jesus Christ, if ever there was a toxic community, it's Overwatch. Anybody that plays the game knows what I'm talking about there.
The first time I ever knew of this Tracer was because of how great her ass was. I think that's
I
massive points.
Oh yeah, she
Like,
got nerfed though. She's got
I
nerfed hard.
know nothing about Overwatch, but I know how good her ass is.
It got so much
Mm-hmm.
attention. That ass got so much attention that they had to nerf it hardcore.
The perfect wiggle too. Like she's got the wiggle
Yeah,
going on.
she's
She's
got the
got
wiggle. She's got
like
the fucking. She's got that perfect
it's very
proportions.
rare where you like it takes a special combination of genetics and like fashion sense to create an ass that just like gravitates you towards it. Like
We're
I'm not
what
even like an
two
ass.
minutes
Like
into
I
this
like
video and this is
ass.
perfect.
Trust, I'm into the ass, but like it's not like my big thing. But there are some asses, and Tracer's is one of them, where you just want to just grab it and do stuff to it. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like you
yeah.
just want to just like it wouldn't even make any sense. Like nothing about what you want to do to that ass makes any sense at all. It wouldn't like gain you anything. It's not even we're not even just talking about fucking the ass. Like you just want to grab it, like, hug it, rub your face against it, like just weird shit. That's how good her ass is.
Oh my
This is
fucking
all
god.
assuming she's freshly showered, of course, because contrary to popular belief, women can still stink. It's a
Oh
shame.
yeah.
It's unfortunate. If I was God, I would have changed the whole rule.
What the fuck are you on about, mate?
Women shouldn't stink, bro.
Women shouldn't stink. And I just noticed my other open tab in
Because
Chrome
they're
is a
so
walkthrough for
beautiful.
Devil May
Okay,
Cry.
listen, man, you gotta fucking play along with my dumb shit, man. That's like a common joke in One Piece where like they meet mermaids and Sanji's like fanboying, and then Luffy's first question is, "Okay, but how do you shit?" And then Sanji's like, "Don't ruin this for me. Keep the illusion
Don't ruin this for
alive."
me.
And then they're like, "Actually, this is how I shit." They like starting to explain it, and he's like, "Don't explain it."
Don't explain it.
Anyway,
Like,
it's just yeah. I know nothing about her character, so if you want to go into her character, if that makes stuff better, because obviously that is an important factor to if you want to waifu someone. I just don't know enough
yeah,
about her. I just
let's
know how
not
good
go
her
into
ass
the
is.
character for Tracer because it just ruins the illusion.
Yeah, is it a bad character?
No, not bad character. Just she's a lesbian.
So we can still ogle from a distance.
Yeah, but it would never work out for either of us here.
How strictly lesbian are we talking? Like
Canonically lesbian.
No, I know that, but like open to threesome, like with a guy in the middle.
No, like hardcore lesbian.
Rip.
So rip immediately. I just love her design. I love her aesthetic as a character.
Oh, and she's also got the adorable fucking British accent.
I know the Cockney accent
Oh, the Calvary's here, love.
but it would never work out because I'm genetically a male.
Mm-hmm. Till you get that surgery, bro.
Yeah, I like my dick too much. Sorry.
Okay. I don't think she's at waifu for lifeu, especially considering the fact that she would not waifu us. And honestly, like, other than the phenomenal ass and the amazingly adorable accent, I don't think there's much there. So honestly, I'm putting her at maybe like C or friends with benefits. And remember, everybody, the bottom tier is still amazing. And it's just like we're ranking the most amazing, you know?
Yeah, like she's definitely C tier. Like she doesn't have a lot going for her other than her aesthetic. Like the one outfit, because I love the punk aesthetic. My Tracer's still rocking the punk girl outfit.
Now, what makes her C and not just friends with benefits? Because really, to me, all she has is the ass and the great accent. Like, in order to be a waifu, you got to have a lovable personality plus looks. So, like, what are we giving her C for?
Just in game, based on strictly voice lines, like she has that charm. There's just something about the way she speaks, the way she like carries herself in game that I find insanely attractive. Not to mention she's a punk, so that automatically adds points to her.
All right, see, now on to a character who's never spoken. Neapolitan. Wow. So guys only want one thing, and it's disgusting. And it's to have a waifu who doesn't even speak. Finally, a woman who knows her place. Slash sarcasms. There's so much fucking sarcasm. Thank you.
Mentally want one thing, and it's disgusting. It's a mute girl that has a lot of trauma.
The trauma's what keeps them around.
Yeah.
They can't go anywhere when they have all that trauma. It's like a metaphorical ball and chain.
Jesus Christ.
Slash sarcasm.
If ever there's a video that's going to be taken insanely out of context.
Slash sarcasm. See, when we make those jokes, it's because we're making fun of how fucked up society is and how fucked up certain people are. Yeah.
And, you know, there are people that have that exact mindset.
Yeah. For sure. So honestly, Neo, again, like, all she really has is the cute factor. In fact, I would put her below Tracer.
She's definitely friends with benefits. Like, I'd love to smash.
Because, like, think about it, right? As someone who's tried to pursue a relationship, and the main thing that ended it was the fact that the conversations weren't good enough. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine, like, trying to do anything other than be friends with benefits with Neo? It was like, oh, okay, well, you got any hobbies? Just like, nothing. Pointing to her mouth, like, can't speak. Like, the thing she did with Cinder is just like, okay, you want to go see a movie? And then she's just, like, sitting there, blank-faced.
Like, nods and reacts.
God, I'm bored thinking about it. Yeah, no, she is for smashing.
She's for smashing. If ever there's a video that's like calling us sexist.
Again, r/sarcasm over this whole video. This is the misogyny video.
This is the misogyny.
Who is this next one? I can't fucking tell.
It's Larxene from Kingdom Hearts. Again, I have a type. It's punk girls. And her just
this is attitude. All you, David.
Her attitude is just that dismissive tsundere. I care nothing about. Like, there is literally, like, I can picture, like, I just want your dick, man. That's all I want.
Oh, yeah. Nothing hotter than a woman who's, like, open about being horny. Like, don't fucking be all secretive about it. Just, like, I want to walk into my house, and I want her to just be like, I'm going to need some dick real quick.
Yep, just chain yourself up, lie there, and let me fuck you.
No. You do not have to be submissive. You can also as I walk in the door, push me down in the hallway, and I'll lie there while you fuck me. We can do this both ways.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like, just her attitude in game will give me that type of like, I want you to be the sub. I am the dom here, and fuck everything else. Like, just everything about her screams total dom with that punky fucking bullshit attitude.
This is quite literally the cancel us video. Like Jank Uger tried to run. He's from TYT. Tried to run for some shit, and they found like a segment where they were doing like a fuck, marry, kill game, much tamer than what we're doing, and that was like a huge news story.
Yep. Control Chaos is canceled after this video. RIP this channel.
Fuck it. Where do you rank her, David?
I'm ranking her in an A because I do occasionally like to be the sub.
Unfortunately, I have no comment because I don't know. Star Wars waifu, go ahead. Still you.
Like, this just gave me the god roll, didn't it? Ahsoka Tano. Jesus Christ. If there's ever a character you witnessed the entire character arc for in real time, it was Ahsoka.
I'm just going to say, this is a woman I can tell you need to know her personality to be, like, into her. Because, like, looks-wise, like, I don't know. I'm not really into the whole alien thing.
I'm the sci-fi guy. Tentacle hair me, baby.
Well, tell me, right? Because, like, a waifu is about looks and personality. So sell me.
So Ahsoka goes from that like really sarcastic, almost cuntish attitude from where she starts off to being one of the most noble warriors. Like, she dismissed the entire fucking Jedi Order when she saw the direction it was going in the war. So, like, literally, this would be a girl for you, Red. You know what?
Politics.
I don't like.
She's a rebel in politics. I respect it.
I don't like your ideology. I'm leaving the Jedi Order.
I respect that. She marches to the beat of her own drum. She thinks outside the box. It's good shit.
Yeah. So, like, I haven't watched all of Rebels, so I don't know like everything about her. Like, I know up until like her return in there, and then I just quit having cable because cable's expensive as fuck. But yeah, so what I've seen of her journey and just watching the last season of Clone Wars, Jesus Christ, I've watched her grow up and grow into this woman of just like awesome. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to march to be my own drum. I'm going to do things my own way and become like this awesome like middle ground, almost basically the guidelines for Disney's Grey Jedi. So yeah, but honestly, like, attitude-wise, she never really, outside of her view, mature, she's still that, like, snippy asshole. So I'd actually give her a B.
All right. And again, I think, I want to clarify this, because I think a lot of people look at these kind of lists from the point of view of, like, attractiveness. And, like, I feel like I know a lot of people would consider, like, it blasphemous to have Neo down here. I just want to remind you, we are ranking this literally on, like, women we'd want to marry and spend our lives with.
Okay.
You agree with me, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And so, like, the reason I bring that up is because, like, you know, I feel like a lot of people just focus on looks, and really, looks are important, but there's more to it. Now,
there is definitely more.
This is Perona. Do you remember Perona from One Piece, David?
I don't remember.
So she's
her
my
that
favorite
well.
One Piece girl. She is like a ghost goth, like Lolita fashion. Now, Lolita has nothing to do with Lolly, by the way. Do you know about Lolita fashion?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So like, can you go ahead and
no.
just Google for me one so you get a vibe for her. Google One Piece Perona, Perona, so you can kind of just look at her. I feel like you'd like her aesthetic.
Oh god.
Goth girl.
Oh god.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So not only is
this is a woman that knows fashion.
Definitely.
I love her aesthetic. I still am not a fan of One Piece art though.
That's fair. No, I get that. Her eyes are actually like weird in canon too. Like that's not a normal like the way her eyes are drawn are like very different. Even among other One Piece characters. But I like her a lot. It's mostly the aesthetic. I'll be honest, like personality wise, she's just like your classic tsundere, where she's very like anyone she does like, she's quite obviously just like, you know. Like she's just, well, I can't believe you know, I think what recent episode, because she lives with Mihawk now, so she made him like some sandwiches or something, and then he was like, I don't really care. He's like, but I made these for you. I can't believe you. I'm gonna leave and never come back. And then like two fucking episodes later, she'll be back. You know, that kind of thing. So personality wise, pretty generic. I put her here. She's my favorite One Piece girl based on design alone. But personality, so I'm gonna slap her at Friends with Benefits. She's got a great design. I think she's incredibly attractive. I like her fashion sense, but not much going on with personality, in my opinion.
Tsundere sex is amazing, by the way.
Oh, one thing I will say. I gotta sit up because my fucking saliva is like I'm like, I don't even. You know when you're like laying on your stomach and then like you get all phlegmy. Yeah, I'm sitting up. Hold on.
I'm going to be dealing with that a lot tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so another thing I'll point out, though, because I think this is one of the funner things to point out when you're talking about sex with fictional women, especially ones with powers. Her power, you like being dominated, right, David?
Mm-hmm.
Her power, just to remind you, is basically she has these things called negative ghosts, and she can shoot them through your body, and they make you basically lose all will to like fight back. So
she's like my fucking dream girl.
Yeah, so she shoots that through your body, and then you're gonna be like on the ground, like I'm an ant. Step on me.
Oh, Jesus Christ! If ever there was a fictional girl made for me, it's her.
So maybe should I up her based purely on the power and how that could be used for kinky roleplay sex?
Yeah, I had
up
that.
To C with Tracer, you think?
Yeah, just on power alone there. Jesus
the
Christ.
Power comes in. The power comes in clutch. All right, who's this whammon right here?
Kobeni.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Okay. Loving Kobeni. So in terms of design alone, Kobeni is like, I hope we're saying that name right, by the way. 100% like my type of design. Like I've literally like looked through, I've like sat through, like looked at all my top waifus, and they all end up being like slightly skinnier women with black hair, a lot of times with glasses, but like just a skinnier, frail, black-haired woman. I don't know, like Rukia, is, you know, Ruby from Ruby, obviously. Shizune, or not Shizune, Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Shizuku from Hunter x Hunter is a good example. Noodle, yeah, exactly. Like so, design-wise, I love her. I
have a type. Everybody has a type.
Yeah, so that's apparently my type. And design-wise, I do love her. Although I will say, personality-wise, she's just kind of sad.
Like, she leaves a lot to be desired. She's the depressed girl you fuck up from.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Because, like, there's nothing attractive about...
I'm fucking canceled after that comment.
Oh, yeah, that's a David comment. I don't know. We all know the depressed girl that you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, dude.
That's my pity fuck.
Well, again, that's a David comment, not me.
There's a lot of sarcasm in this video. I'm completely fucked up too. So
/s. No, but my point is though, right? Like there is, it's important to realize that confidence is an attractive feature in someone.
Yes,
and,
it is.
And if there's none of that, then like really all we've seen from her is just like, oh, the world, and like, you know, she's
character-wise,
totally,
it makes sense.
Hold on. She's totally warranted in thinking this. But like all we've really seen from her is the world's out to get me, pity me, and again, fair, because she is going through a lot of shit. But really, all we've seen from her, we haven't. Hold on, David. I'm still like I'll be quiet when I'm done with my points, and then you get to. So like, see, now you made me forget. Look at you doing this. So like, yeah, okay, fine, you did it. You made me forget. You go to your points, and then I'll come back.
Like inverse, like her character, personality wise, makes sense. Like everything is fucked in their world. Everything from like the whole devil situation to literally her life circumstances. Like she's in this field of work simply to prevent herself from being a prostitute, basically to support her family. So benefits wise, everything that the Devil Hunter Association gives her, like insurance, care packages, what have you, it makes sense that she would be in this line of work, but everything, it seems like, is out to fuck her entire life up, from like the car situation to like the fact that she's an assassin of extraterrestrial beings, basically, simply to not be a whore.
And you know what that means? I mean, she has skill. Like, remember, she was like running up these demons and fucking cutting them with knives. Like she has skill. and like that is impressive and also very attractive. Anyone that athletic, that quick and speedy, like that's attractive to me for sure. But I look at her and I'm like, could she have like a fun time? You know, I don't like we saw her on the date with the Violence Devil, and she's just kind of like that generic, stereotypical like girl blushing in the corner, like oh my god, yeah. Like basically,
oh
like,
my god, I finally have somebody.
every time something is going good for her, it's not like she's gonna like let loose and party and be like have like a lot of fun and like laugh with you. It just seems like she'd be the person constantly in the corner like, oh, I'm so happy right now, and that's what the fuck, you know. So personality wise, a little too one dimensional, I'd say.
Yeah, personality wise though, like
so
every time something goes with her, goes right in her life for a little bit, it seems like it just fucking comes crashing down around her too. So
also she's a massive bad luck charm.
Yeah, she is the Crow of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, no, and I do get the vibe that like she would be one of those girls that like. And by the way, this is not just like a girl thing. Like I've had many friends that are like this. This is a toxic thing where like if people that rely on you as like to be like your therapist, you know. I get the vibe that like there'd be a lot of just talking about like, you know, this
went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, so friends with benefits.
It seems like a hassle. So I don't know, either C or friends with benefits.
I'd go friends with benefits with her.
Rip.
Liliana from Dragon Age. Oh my god. So this is like one of the first RPG characters I fell in love with every single fucking thing with her. From her entire story with the Chantry to growing in love with your Grey Warden all the way down to Inquisitor and Dragon Age 3. Like, this character has had one of the most complete arcs in any BioWare game too. Like, Jesus Christ. And depending on your path from game to game to game, it does the BioWare thing where like the character can be hardened and badass in this, or just this really pure, love-stricken, beautiful thing. Like, it's so wholesome too. Like watching her open up from being the bard in her DLC, which I gave you the actual song from her DLC, which is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in a BioWare game too.
Is there a certain timestamp you want me to go to if you want me to play it?
Just play the first 15 seconds. Because the whole thing is just absolutely beautiful. And just look up Liliana's song up on YouTube. Jesus Christ.
I was just thinking about what happened.
That's people talking.
Yeah, that's actually the cutscene, it seems like.
Oh, okay.
They literally ripped the whole fucking thing from...
Just go look it up. How about that?
Yeah, go look it up. They ripped the whole goddamn scene for that video, apparently. But yeah, that entire DLC explained away like every issue I had originally with her character. And because it's BioWare, like you have like the whole quest line going through like her whole adventure that leads up to where you meet her. Like going from the Bards Association to just being this Chantry priest, basically, for lack of better terms. And to make it easy to explain in the video, like going from essentially what is an assassin to like pure like nun work is just like weird, because you find out in the actual game like this is what you did, and then like wait, it makes sense, like being betrayed in this field of work where you have to try and rely on your band of friends and family, your cohorts in the gang, to being screwed over, turned in, going to prison, getting essentially fucking tortured, and then have to go back through and get revenge, go to a fucking Chantry, be a priest, and then get recruited into a fucking war. Yeah, of course I'm going to be a little dismissive, like, I'm getting conscripted. Fuck, I didn't want to do this again.
So where does she go?
She goes into Waifu for Life.
Explain the reasonings.
I never in my life have I fallen more in love with a story than watching every single aspect of this character's like backstory play out so fucking beautifully to where you know the pains, the traumas, everything inflicted on this person, to watching them slowly open up and be able to be who they truly are with your character in game. It's BioWare magic and something I wish I fucking still had, but EA decides to fuck them over. But that's another video, maybe. Why
Okay.
EA is
So
toxic.
for David, that's a waifu for life. One of your top waifus of all time, I assume.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So do you have any idea who this next one is, David?
Is that Jolene?
I can't hear you. Try again.
Is that Jolene?
It's not Jolene. It's but it's one of Jolene's good friends.
Okay. It looks...
Can you get a little closer to your mic? I for some reason can't hear you very well.
Yeah. It seems like fucking Skype is cutting out my audio a bit too.
No, you were just quiet. You're fine now. Anyway, that right there is a living mass of plankton that took over a dead girl's body.
Because JoJo.
Foo Fighters. Listen, it's kind of a joke waifu, but I gotta be honest, she was best girl of part 6. Okay, I'm a big fan of those characters that like I don't know if there's a word for this genre of character, but I'll try to describe it. Like the characters that are like they are humanoid in appearance, but they're not used to like living in society, so they're like really awkward.
I have no idea what you would call that kind of character.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
So I get what you're talking about.
Like, a good example is, Utena's story she's making, like, without saying too much about it. I think this is pretty common knowledge. This is, every time she ever talks about it, like, this is the concept. One of the characters is going to be, like, a witch who was raised in the woods and then has to come and live in society. You know, that kind of character, right? Yeah. They find her in the fucking middle of the night, fucking dipping pickles in peanut butter because she's not normal. She's trying shit. You know, that kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So essentially,
yeah, I get that kind of character. So yeah.
Anyway, with Foo Fighters though, I really just loved her in part 6 because one, she's just adorable, but and she has that aesthetic going on of just like very like I don't know, just like curiosity about everything and like things like that. But two, very wholesome. You see her really develop like this bond and care for Jolene. It's a weird thing because it is JoJo. It is a sentient massive plankton that is like coming to like again. This is one definitely friends with benefits just on the fact that it's a massive plankton. But like I don't know that plankton pussy though.
That plankton pussy.
And I mean confirmed very wet all the time because the Foo Fighters needs to drink water constantly to survive. So. I'm just saying, she's adorable. She gets really excited.
This video is just canceled.
Just go. And Foo Fighters is a special creature. That one. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so Cat from Devil May Cry reboot. Yeah, this is definitely a Friends with Benefits, but one of the outliers for
wait, why though? Why she's friends with? It's good and bad, but I need to know why she's only friends with benefits.
She's another depresso.
Oh boy.
Like I love the goth look too. I loved this controversial opinion. I love the reboot of Devil May Cry. Just combat wise, it just did it for me. And Kat's character portaling Dante in and out, and the relationship they developed made me kind of like her. But Jesus Christ. And also, controversial, her voice makes me want to rip my ears off.
Oh, well, that's an extra. So it's one of those like I love how you look, but please don't speak while we're having sex.
Basically, like the Boston accent. I'm just like, no.
Listen, girl, I hope you're into the ball gag because I brought it.
Just put this in your mouth.
/sarcasm. Irony and satire free me from blame. Okay.
But yeah, like just aesthetic wise, her fucking just the hoodie look, the extra baggy hoodie, gothic eye, kind of like extra hot topic. Give me my third fucking cappuccino look.
Hot
Beautiful.
I just said Hot Topic with the jingle of Hot Pocket.
Okay, Jim Gaffigan.
What?
But comedian.
Okay. Just fucking continue.
Just put the ball gag in and shut the fuck up and let's have sex.
So wait, so why is she on this list then? I imagine like
just
because like the picture does not do like that is not a good picture you picked. Like she's looking extra fugly.
There's that, or like 90 million cosplay on the front page of Google. I'm not using somebody's cosplay without permission,
so
and I'm not.
What is good about her? I guess is what I'm asking.
Just I put her on here because I like her character. That's it.
Okay. Talk about C2 because that's I watched it once. I don't know. I thought she was all I remember from her was the very like stereotypical like monotone voice girl. That's always serious.
Hey.
Defend your honor, bro. Defend your waifu's honor.
Defend your wife.
I know he's a big Code Geass guy, so I'm gonna need. I know. I remember she really liked cheese pizza, which is probably not entirely good for her. Can't be good for all that grease in the system, man. I don't know.
No. 20 years from now, when you run for office, this video is coming up. I hope you know that.
/sarcasm.
You can keep saying it, but you know the media's gonna drag your ass for this one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go on to the fucking news, and I'll be like, did I or did I not say /sarcasm? Because we're joking. Donald Trump didn't say /sarcasm when he was talking about grabbing people by the pussy. I'm saying /sarcasm right now. And you can go and watch other videos of mine where I'm talking about my genuine thoughts and opinions about things like this, and I'm like extra PC and SJWE, so I don't want to hear none yes shit. It's just a matter of having a fucking multifaceted personality where my genuine beliefs can be very pro-woman and pro like all rights, but also be okay with making jokes because I'm not a prude. Wild, right?
Yeah, right.
There. So now I don't even got to go on the news because I can just be like, oh, hey, that timestamp you sent me, just go forward.
But yeah,
20
I
seconds
can just be like,
and
this is
play
a fucking
that as my
timestamp.
response.
Yeah. But yeah, so C2 is just like the peak of every figure I love. She's the perfect body type, the perfect fucking figure. I love her.
The colored hair, you're a fan.
Obviously, I've went through every color of the rainbow at this point.
Did you do purple?
Yes, I have.
Did you do orange?
Yes, I did for Halloween.
How about? I know you did pink. You did blue. You did red, white.
I did white. I did silver, silverish white. I've done fucking like every shade of blue.
Okay. Then.
I have not done yellow. That is the one I haven't done.
Okay, continue.
But yeah, like.
Notice how all my waifus are at like the end of this. This is some bullshit.
Yeah. Right. But yeah. So just the look alone is just. Also, Red, you can attest to this. I have like a million C2 things, including a giant Dakimakura hanging on my wall with her ass showing.
Oh, she's incredibly attractive, but does she rise above? Remember, we're talking. Would you wife her? Right. So does she rise above the attraction level?
She really doesn't. Like, her personality does leave a lot to be desired. The willingness to defend Lelouch to his dying breath, though.
But she'll goddamn order some pizza and eat it with you.
She'll order some pizza and eat it with me and also kill a motherfucker for me. But she also has that really, really dismissive attitude as well.
Yeah. Imagine trying to watch, like, some Netflix with her. Like you'd be, like, laughing at a comedy and she'd just be like,
You're like, oh, that's funny. I've lived.
Oh God, it's too real, bro. That is how it would be. Oh wow.
So like that alone, that inability to do anything with.
Yeah.
Beyond like, let's go throw a government. /sarcasm.
So are we? I was thinking. I'm thinking C category, above friends with benefits because of the loyalty aspect, but no more than C because of no personality.
Yeah, I'd have to go C on that one. The Firehawk Lilith, may she rest.
Why all y'all bitches in front? This is bullshit.
I don't know. The RNGesus loved me today, but didn't love me in gotcha form. But yeah, like, there's something about just this fucking character. the attitude alone shot her up with me. Like, the fiery, I love to do everything. I love to go kill millions of bandits. And also save the planet. There's just... And also hunt treasure because it's fucking Borderlands. But also, Jesus Christ, she goes full-on psycho for a while. I love me some psycho chicks, but the way she does it makes me question her sanity, like, entirely.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't your rule that never stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah, that is my rule. So she's friends with benefits, because I imagine she'd be great in bed.
Crazy it usually is.
But there wouldn't be much more above that in murder.
Well, to friends with benefits for her. I'm surprised at how many friends with benefits we're having on this list, actually.
Makima, step on me!
No, listen. You've gotten the solo talk for so long with all your fucking bullshit, so give me a second here. Okay. So, for Makima, she's the ultimate dom, so if you're into that, that's a thing, right?
Woo!
There is something very attractive about a woman who's able to take charge and just fucking, like, yeah, I don't know, something very attractive about that, right? And, like, there's a difference, of course, between, like, you know, like a Karen level of taking charge, like an annoying, like, let me see your manager. She takes charge in, like, a very... Let me
speak to your manager!
Yeah, she takes charge in a very, like, just calm, cool, collective, you know, she knows what she's doing. She could fucking kill all you in a second type shit. I love that, first of all. But... again, she's just gonna use you, man. She's a manipulator. Like, there's nothing more than that. David really likes her because he's into the dom, you know. And like, if she was to fuck you, and now to be fair, I'd be remiss to not mention her finer points, and like, whether or not it's for some manipulative bullshit or not, she has done a lot of cool things for Denji. You know, they had a lot of good moments with like watching movies together, but you know, the big thing is she's really taught him about, you know, how love works, and she's very unpredictable in that regard. Like, you know, if you're having a bad day, she might just grab your hand and put it on her tit and be like, feel better now?
Yeah, a little bit.
So like,
I mean, grab a little something up.
In that regard, I think she'd be a very fun person to hang around if you're on her good side, because like, she's a very unpredictable person. I think she's always going to keep you on your toes in a good way, but I also think if she sees any use out of you, she's going to string you along to get that use out of you. So I don't know, I don't really know where to put her.
See, I absolutely love the dom. You're 100% right there. I love the woman's ability to take charge, but the use, I've been used enough in real life. I don't need to be used in fucking fictional world.
My wife, no, yeah.
My waifu, please don't betray me. But also, please fucking step on me.
Okay, so Marie from Splatoon, I love her. Okay, first of all,
where'd you put Makima?
C tier. You told me to.
Yeah.
So with Marie from Splatoon, you know, Splatoon's a really special game for me, and like, first of all, Inklings are like that perfect level of like, I don't know if you call it furry since they're not furry, but like that kind of like animal girl kink aesthetic that people are kind of into. It's the perfect level because they're still like 90% humanoid with like some really unique features that like just draw your eyes to like, oh, that's really different and unique, right? Also, like, look at any Inkling model in the game, especially like the women Inkling models. God damn, they have hips and like literally, there's one like dance they do where or it's like a stance or something where they're shaking their ass back and forth. Unbelievable, the ass they have, like canonically thick asses. Okay, so that's important to point out. All right, but like Marie specifically, such a great personality. She's funny. You know, she's very trolly. Like whereas like her cousin / sister, it's cousin actually, but they pretend to be sisters for a band. But anyway, like with Callie, she's more of like the dumb ditzy one, and Marie is always the one she's very cultured. She's like calling her out when she's being an idiot. So that kind of like trolly, but like really nice personality. And also nothing more. Her design too is beautiful. I just love her aesthetic and design. But I think the best part is, what's really attractive to me, a singer. She's a very good singer, and I think that's attractive as hell. So I've always.
Well, I mean, in canon, she.
No. Go and listen to listen. Just because it's a different language, right? It's canonically like their own language, but the songs are still really good.
Oh yeah, I know, but I mean, like, to us, that's what it sounds like. So how could you have a conversation with her? Defend that.
Hold on.
And copyright strike from Nintendo.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm just like, how could you have a conversation with that? Would you have some sort of translation device for human to squid?
I hadn't thought about that. Oh, but like she's such a well-rounded. Come on, I think you're extra thinking about that right now. We're just judging them on merit of character. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about that.
The conversation aspect of a relationship.
In this fictional scenario, I am turned into an inkling.
I am turned into an inkling so I can fuck my waifu.
Yes, gladly. But no, I mean, she is an example here of like a really well-rounded waifu, right? Like, whereas a lot of the problems with these like low-tier ones is they're like they have appearance but not personality. They have a very stunted, kind of like horrible personality or like just one aspect. She's a very well-rounded person. She's got hobbies she's good at. She trolls, but she's not just like a douchebag with her trolling. She's like a nice troller, So I put her at probably either B or A, and I'm trying to think.
I give her B. Like.
Yeah, B, because she could be more developed because all of her development comes from like the little cutscenes and stuff, and it's not like an anime where she gets a bunch. Okay, so Nami, here's the thing with Nami, very attractive. She can care if she cares about you, she's gonna care about you. But 9 times out of 10, she's gonna fuck you just to take your money. Mm-hmm. She's like classic gold. She is a gold digger, right?
So friends with benefits.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Noodle!
If you get an extra paycheck, like you just got your Trumpy Wumpy check, and you can call up Nami and like, all right, you want half of this, bitch?
Half this? Let's fuck. Sex work is real work.
Absolutely. Now, here comes
the 90-minute video essay from Red.
The ultimate waifu. Noodle from Girls is my actual wife. I wish. Bro, like,
I just put her up in waifu for waifu because you're going to defend that.
Yeah.
You're going to die on that hill.
So she already, first of all, look at those glasses. Amazing. Fashion sense. Look, go look up Noodle Gorillas. The fashion sense, godly.
Oh, yeah.
Asian, check. I won't lie. I'm into it. Okay? Fucking, it's got exactly what I want body type wise. That, like, kind of the more skinny, frailer body type. The black hair.
I mean, if you look up a picture of Red and you look up a picture of Noodle, you'll be like, this is that one anime where the dude towers above.
Oh, yeah. I'm Lego sheet of this Haru, baby.
Done!
But yeah, so, like, the fashion sense, amazing. The fucking musical talent, amazing. Guess what, though? Not only is she a fucking kick-ass guitarist that can shred like a motherfucker, she's also literally like a fucking ninja. Like, we're talking like whenever Gorillaz needs shit done, they send Noodle, and she can just like that opening scene in Deadpool 2 where he just like infiltrates that like Japanese.
Or that's it. The My Love Story. You're the dude from My Love Story, and this is the waifu from that. You tower above this thing.
Oh, I see. No, but like that scene. I think it's Deadpool 2 when he's like going into that like. He's in that like I don't know what it is, like a Japanese hot tub area or like a sauna or something, and he's like just kicking ass like.
Oh yeah, like
I don't know, like you really fucking left me hanging there, David. You're supposed to respond.
I can picture that, like
either way, right? So like that's her. So she's got the fucking guitarist stuff. She's just a badass.
Yeah.
She's also just
I
like
can't argue with you on her.
when you
Like,
can
I
be,
love
I
her
know, but I'm
aesthetic.
explaining it to the audience. When you can be both. It's not even that too. Like for example, Makima is a badass who could kill everyone by like flicking them. Noodle is too, but she still has the girlishness, and I love that. So like, they did a thing.
She's still able to have fun.
Yes, she can have
Experience
fun.
life. Makima, on the other hand, has experienced so much that she has to live essentially vicariously through other people. It seems like.
Oh yeah, and like the big thing that I think of immediately is when they did this thing where Noodle would like actually message you and you could like solve a mystery through the characters, and she's like one of those girls that like use like a million emojis while she's talking, like all of the emojis and like the crazy shit. She's also like really into animals. Like there's a bunch of shit established about her, and she's just a really well-rounded character. I love her to death, and you got to get more into Gorilla's lore to love her. But she's like, again, get yourself a girl who can do both. One day she's gonna be like, let's go to the zoo and fucking she'll like fangirl and squeal about the animals. The next day, you know, someone comes up, you know that meme where it's like this guy comes up, slaps your girlfriend's ass. What do? You don't do nothing. Noodle fucking kills him.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Noodle fucking kills.
Noodle will take
anything.
care of that shit herself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a video where she pulls out a goddamn Tommy gun and starts like gunning down World War II fucking fighter jets piloted by zombies. Go watch Gorilla's music videos, man. That one's Melancholy Hill. Check out Melancholy Hill by Gorillaz.
Up on Melancholy
Exactly.
Hill.
That's a waifu for life right there. Nora.
Thunder Thigh! Like, if there's ever an abundance of personality in a Ruby character, she is all personality.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's something I think about a lot with Nora. She's incredibly energetic, and absolutely that would translate to the bedroom. And, like, it's one of those characters, this doesn't happen often, even with, like, waifu for life status with, like, Noodle. There's not a lot of characters where when I think about them, and I imagine, like, having sex with them, I get, like, crazy horny, I'll be honest. Because, like, it's just...
I picture it like this. Like, she is going to drain your ball sack dry.
You know that joke in Team 4 Stars, like, abridged, where Chi-Chi's, like, fucking Goku nonstop, like, go for 10 times. Like, that is the vibe I get from Nora, because she's just so goddamn energetic.
She'll throw your ass off and finish herself off after she drains you dry.
And it's not even like...
Go clean yourself up, I'll finish it myself.
Yeah, just to clarify, this is not like the dominatrix thing. It's not like the whip you thing. It's just, she just gives me the vibe of someone who would be like... I feel like she
Endless
has like a high-ass sex drive, you know?
No, not high. Just canonically, just on her energy level alone, how hyper she is. Yeah. She has a limitless libido.
Mm-hmm. It just, yeah. And this is like kind of headcanon, but like you can just see it. Like if you watch that show, you can just see it in her personality.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Definitely. So there's that. She's also just really fun. Like she's a ball of energy just in general. Like not just the sex aspect, but just like, in fact, it might even get to a point, like, I don't know if it'd be annoying. Like if you're ever tired, she's going to be the person that's like booping you constantly. Like, hey, say something. Come on. Hey, you know what I mean? Like think when she's first introduced with Ren and like she's talking a fucking mile a minute with Ren, and Ren's just like, yeah, okay. And then he's like, you know, so
yeah,
you will never
absolutely
be bored with Nora, for sure.
You might be bored.
Oh, God.
Okay, shut up. Let me sleep.
So I'm going to hit her at, honestly, I'm going to put her at A.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going waifu for lifu, because I think you have to have a little bit of both if you're going to be. You can't be energy 100% of the time, because I think that there are times where you want some low energy if you're going to be living with someone for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
You know?
Power.
Okay, listen. Something you have to always remember.
Gotta be honest.
Okay. Oh, you going to cut me off or not?
No.
Oh, so you want me to finish?
I finish?
Boy, I swear to God.
I will literally say what I'm going to say, and you know exactly what I'm going to say.
I'm about to say the same shit. Here's the problem with Power, okay? Canonically doesn't bathe.
Okay. Yep.
She's adorable. But, like...
But, goddamn.
Like,
that pussy stink.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. It's not good. It's not a good smell. Friends with
So,
benefits. You call her up when you're real desperate.
No one else is.
Everyone else is busy. It's Corona time, and all your other like friends with benefits are like, "I'm sorry, I got a quarantine." And Power's like, "I'll come."
I'll come.
Okay.
We're using 2 rubbers.
Let me get the Febreze out.
One so you can melt the damn thing, and the
Take
other
the
one
fucking.
to protect
She
me.
takes her panties off, just immediately like Febreze the fuck out of it.
We're extra canceled.
Febreze that pussy.
It's going on a t-shirt someday. Breeze that pussy.
Oh, God.
D-A-T.
Here comes my OG waifu. This is Rukia, my very first waifu, my very first anime crush, probably my very first fictional crush. You know, I don't know. What got it for me was I'm really into the tomboy energy. And by the way, I should have mentioned that with Noodle as well, because Noodle is also hella tomboy, and I fucking love it. Like, literally, Noodle can do both. She might wake up one day, and it's like, all right, today's going to be like a girly day where I want to put on a dress. The next day, full tomboy, right? Like, I love that shit so much. But, like,
you got the sweats, the extra baggy hoodie, fuck off. Yeah.
Say one more time. A truck went by, and I could not hear you.
Yeah, so one day it's just like full-on kimono, beautiful dress.
Mm-hmm.
Next day it's like, I'm putting on the extra baggy hoodie and the sweatpants. Fuck off.
Bro, girls in hoodies. Can we just have a moment of silence for girls in fucking hoodies, please? Oh. God, yes.
Yeah, that was a moment of silence. It was like you nutting.
Sorry. I couldn't help myself.
It's okay.
But anyway,
go clean yourself up, you dirty whore.
Rukia is very similar, and like just the top, like she has some very good like just tomboy moments where like she is a very girly woman. I love that she loves the cutie stuff, right? Like she loves her little drawings. She loves bunnies.
If you call them drawings.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like a kindergartner drew that
David,
shit.
she's trying her best.
No, you cannot defend the kindergarten art style when you're 100+ years old.
But yeah, she loves cute shit. She even to the point where she got her fucking mod soul personalized to have like a little like duck head on it, and like
the duck head, and then the bunny mod soul from fucking the Bount arc. I love everything.
So there's that, but then she's also like, anytime if Ichigo ever backtalked her, she's gonna like grab his fucking head, slam it down to the concrete, and be like, "Bitch, say again. I'm sorry. Who's in charge here? Thank you."
Oh yeah.
God, yes. Like, best of both worlds. Very well-rounded character. She's proud of the fact that she's a woman. Proud of the fact that she loves girly shit and cutesy shit. But if you try to fucking look down on her for that, she's gonna kick your ass. And
she can kick my ass all day.
Yeah. Either A or waifu for laifu. I don't know. I think waifu for laifu.
Yeah, I can agree with Rukia being a waifu for laifu tier.
Because I'm thinking Ruby's gonna be A. So
yeah. So
you go ahead and start with Ruby. Yeah.
So Ruby Rose is adorable. She's the bouncy little girl.
Love.
Battle skirt, combat skirt, whatever.
Just a battle skirt.
It's a combat skirt. I'm just gone at this point. But yeah, so she's also just that character that has absolutely zero personality for half the show now.
Yeah, so like the writing of the show was definitely suspect for a little bit. Ruby is a show, if you haven't watched it, that its first 3 volumes are great, 4 and 5 kind of dipped in quality, and then it came back for 6 and 7. But yeah, when I think of Ruby, I think of like volumes 1 and 2 and 3 Ruby. Like
the willingness to just take on advancing like multiple grades and then just going into Beacon.
The fearlessness, Go ahead.
Yeah, the ability to just go on fucking deadly missions at such a young age. Yes, that's absolutely fucking wholesome.
There's something, and also just something really attractive about that, like someone who's able to just be that confident. Like this, to me, her skill with the scythe is really attractive. Like the way that the way she battles is almost like a dance. That there's a scene where she flips over her scythe and like lays on it. and then like launches with it. Like it's just, she's mastered this weapon to such a degree that it's like when you watch those videos of like karate masters at age like 50 that have been doing it for like 30 years that can like fucking tap like 17 bricks and like cut them all in half. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
just the skill she has. Her body's so like perfectly toned. It's that like skinny, like we've never seen, I don't think we've ever seen like her stomach canonically, but like all the fan art I see, it's like really like toned, you know, because I imagine like she's not like muscly, but she's like toned, like it's just, I get the impression of like a perfectly chiseled body, someone who's like dedicated their whole life to this, like her art and her craft. You know, she has passion. Passion is very attractive. The passion for the weapon making. She literally, not only is she athletic, but she's fucking a good mechanic. She's made her fucking weapon. Like, that's all really fucking cool. And she's a nerd, you know? She's socially
I think the
awkward.
closest we've ever seen to seeing her actual like form was Chapter 3. Inside Beacon Academy during the sleepover.
When she's pajamaing, yes.
Yeah.
But like,
I had to look up the episode number because it was like, I knew it was like 3 to 5 somewhere in there.
For sure. And what was I gonna say here?
It helps when you've watched the show a million times.
So she's a nerd too, you know. Like she's a nerd. She's socially, you know,
she's
awkward.
hella socially awkward.
And like I think that's very cute. Like the scene I always think of is where she's talking to White.
Boy.
Yeah, well, no, where she's talking to like Weiss's sister, and she's like, "We will convene at the nearest juncture," because she's talking to a fancy person.
Yeah,
like,
she has no social skills whatsoever.
And
like,
I relate to that.
Yeah, no kidding.
So again, yeah, for me, this is only not waifu for laifu, because I think she did something that is actually sadly pretty realistic, where she kind of lost a lot of the charming aspects of her character as she grew older. Yep. And that's unfortunately it happens in real life.
It also happens, especially in a world like theirs.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like constant battles all the time. Like, you have to grow up and grow up fast. Otherwise, you're just going to get ate alive, because everyone will take advantage of you in that type of work. Everyone will try to kill you, unfortunately. And also, let's face it, there are monsters that want to eat their fucking heads.
Now, Shizuku's interesting.
All you, buddy.
Yeah, Shizuku's interesting because, I don't know. So this one's almost a guilty pleasure one for me. This is definitely a kink one, because like there's no explain. So I think you might get it. I'll be curious on your thoughts on this one, David. So she's, I don't know if you remember her. She's like very quiet. Oh, she's very, how to put this? She's like really, really.
She's the reserved one.
Yes, but like also in a like she's weirdly silly in her own way. It's such a nuanced, well-written character. Like so
it's
she's
Togashi.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna give an example. I'm gonna try my best to give an example here. Incredibly quiet, really reserved, but like almost at the same time still ditzy, right? He combined like almost the intimidating, quiet girl with like, but when she does talk, she's a little ditzy. So like what I think of is like, you know, she and like she has this like upside down cross on her neck. So your first vibe you get from her is like she's like in a cult, like one of those women that are like oh, she's in a cult. If I went and fucked her, if I was like gonna have sex with her, she'd like pull out the fucking like she'd pull out like the spikes or something. You know what I mean? Like that's the first vibe you get, right? But then there's like cute little moments like She there was this scene where she arm wrestled Gon, but she chose to use her like non-dominant hand, and then like she lost, and then she like deleted that from her memory, because they were like, "Why'd you use your non-dominant hand?" She's like, "What are you talking about? Why would I didn't do that?" And they're like, "Yes, you did." And then she's like, and then they have to remind the guy like, don't forget, you know, when Shizuku doesn't want to remember something, she will literally delete it from her mind. And then he's like, "You know what, my mistake, you're right." And she's like, "That's what I thought." So it's like she's really charming in a very subtle way, very quiet. Like she's a deep thinker. She doesn't like talk she's not quick to talk. She's a thinker. She's just quiet, and she's someone, I guess. I think the main reason I'm really attracted to her is, first, I mean, her design is exactly what I'm into. Glasses girls, black hair, and unlike a lot of the other black-haired, small-framed girls, she's got quite the bust, and I'm not complaining. But I guess the big thing for her is she's got that mystery element, and there's something attractive about mystery. Like, when I look at her, I want to know what's going on in her head. Like, I want to know what she's thinking about, because like Togashi managed to write her in a way that's like every time she's on screen, she's just very mysterious. Like it's one of those characters that you cannot read at all, and I find her incredibly attractive. I'd put her in B.
In B? Okay, I can't argue with that. Like, the mystique definitely helps create a good character, and you know, the more you get to know that character, the more they would open up and slowly start to.
You sorry, go ahead.
They would slowly start to rise in the tier, or lower in the tier, depending on their baggage.
Yeah, well, Togashi is really good at writing his characters to feel like real people. Like, they're not exaggerated like a lot of other characters in fiction are. She legitimately reminds me of like someone you'd meet at like a college, like, right? Like someone who's like, they're very quiet and they stay to themselves, so you don't know much about them, but occasionally you see little bits of their personality come out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know? Okay, so Aqua from Kingdom Hearts. So this is a character that at first I absolutely despise, because you start to think, oh, she's just the girl, you know, the girl fan service character. You know, just stereotypically written to the RPG bullshit. And there is definitely that default RPG whammon, that character that's in every fucking game, where it's just like written to be the one-dimensional bullshit. But then it slowly starts to open up into like everything about her. Like her friendship with Ven and Terra, just the legend with Master Eriquus being fucking what will eventually be Guardians of Light, to every bit of her overprotective motherly instinct for these friends, to where she doesn't want anything to happen to them, to being trapped in the Dark Realm, to being rescued in Kingdom Hearts 3, coming back, and then fulfilling the promise of saving everyone. Having this nice little arc, but still, there's just that one little thing I love about certain characters, that cuntish attitude of like, they'll have the ability to come back and fuck you up if you mess up. That wonderful little like switch of like, you double crossed me, or you did anything to hurt anyone around me that I care about. That little instinct in a character has always been something that I've loved. That almost protector mode, to where like, I want everything to go my way, but I'm willing to accept the responsibility for it to go my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
So,
oh, good.
So to me, I'd put her in B.
All right. Yeah.
Because, like, for all of the good that she does, she also is a Nomura character, so she tends to be kind of one-dimensional still, even having that arc. Why'd you put Reese on here?
It's your guilty pleasure character, friend. I want to hear you talk about her.
I mean, I've covered this, and you already know what my other character is going to be. So, I love the punk girl aesthetic. I do. And the skater girl was like the one thing I always loved in high school. It's just like, oh, she's punk. She rides a skateboard. She's just this mysterious little thing. I want to get to know her. And then they usually end up being a bitch.
I want to get in them cheeks.
Legitimately, that was my thought process as a teenager. I want to fuck.
Clap them cheeks.
I am a walking dick.
Yeah.
And that, literally, like, this was my type in high school, and I still kind of have that guilty pleasure.
And she showed up that one time in Ruby, and David was like, oh my god, amazing punk waifu, and then they never showed up again.
Maybe in the next volume.
I hope so. I mean, her fucking design is phenomenal.
Just her design, her weapon being a skateboard. I mean, how badass is that? Like, my weapon is a skateboard.
That's fucking cool, for sure.
But yeah.
But as of now,
As
of now, since we don't know much about her, she's that girl from across the corner, and you're like, hey, you wanna hook up and do some shit?
Yeah, pretty much. Yang.
I like to start my summers with a yang. I don't know why I said summers. I think it's with mornings. So yeah, you know what? When she's my wife, I like to start my mornings with a yang. I love Yang. So she is like, she's like if you took like the dumb blonde stereotype, but like made her not dumb. She's a blonde in all the energy, in like the blondes wanting to have fun stereotype, like the just messing around. Like she definitely like go to the mall and like let's go hang with the boys and like let's go see a movie.
Except that one time where she felt self-conscious about having big tits for some reason that was completely against her fucking character.
Yes, we've made fun of. Sometimes Rooster Teeth is not amazing at writing characters, but anyway, normally, except for that one time where they kind of fucked up her character, she's incredibly like confident about herself. Like she literally, I mean, when she was like basically just like I don't know what senior in high school level like age, she was like just barely 18 probably. She went like this is the beginning of the show. She went to a fucking bar, and like literally like tossed around like toyed with like grown ass men with like fucking guns at a bar. And like literally was like she literally didn't she like grab the man's nuts or like what happened again?
Yeah, he was Jack Patella's character.
Right.
Just got his cock rearranged by Yang because
like
he ran a bar.
She's the kind of girl that like she's really fun, she's nice, but she's also like not gonna let any guy fucking teach her or tell her who's boss. Wait, sorry, I'm fucking getting tired. She's not gonna let any guy boss her around. But also, if she likes you though, like she'll hang with you. She's also a biker girl, which is fun. There'd be a cool like reverse dynamic there, where like normally like the stereotype is like the guy's biking and then the girl's in the backseat. Like you'd be backseat bitch to Yang. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Keep in mind, what your hips would be fucking pressed, nuzzled up against, right? That sweet
that
booty.
Fine ass.
Yang is a character in RWBY that has both a phenomenal ass and a phenomenal, boobs. So I mean, like, wow.
The tata.
Her literally like design, like her. It's like
her
optimal,
character is the male fantasy.
Yeah, guys. I'm glad you're gonna say that. Guys only want one thing, and it's disgusting. But yeah, so I think she's a pretty well-rounded character. Although I do think that in terms, she's not waifu for me because I think she's a teens aggressive. She's also known to be hot-headed and get very angry very quickly, and that's a little too real. Like, we all know, like she absolutely, you can see it. Like you'd get into arguments with her massively, and she also strikes me as someone who might actually get physical in those arguments. And like,
and Red doesn't want to get knocked around by a whammon.
No, it has nothing, bro. Don't you even put words in my mouth. I don't want to get knocked around. Period. I don't like violence. I don't like getting hit. Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if it's a child. I don't want to get hit.
I don't give a fuck if it's a child. And this is why Red will never have kids.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. She, I think, is honestly another B tier.
Another B tier? Okay.
Well, maybe A or B. What do you think?
I think A, because that assertiveness, the ability to just fucking toy with grown ass men is obviously amazing, especially from a young age. Can you imagine her 10 years from now? Just the amount of fucking I'm going to toy with these idiots mode she will go into.
Yeah, and like honestly, that makes it like a lot more attractive too. Like when you see a very strong-willed woman like that, it makes you all the more want to like see that other side of them. Mm-hmm. Ugh. And
so yeah, that's why I'd go A.
What else I'd say about Yang too? Not just Yang in general, but like all the characters in RWBY. Something that I thought RWBY was really, really good at was like writing really fleshed out female characters. Like whereas a lot of anime, at least older anime, where the female characters kind of felt like, I don't know, back burner, secondhand things. RWBY is so good. Like I would argue almost every single main character in RWBY, and that there's more than just a couple. That there's like at least 10. Like I would consider like main, highly focused on characters.
Yeah,
they're all so well written. Yeah.
Anybody from Team RWBY, Team Per, and well now Team Stark really like fucking Crow and Ty
like,
seem to be really
Rooster
focused.
Teeth's weakness
and also
is,
Raven.
Like, they have Rooster Teeth definitely has a weakness when it comes to like plotting and stuff like that. But I think like character and like likable characters, they're very good at making likable characters.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They definitely can write good characters all the way back to Red vs. Blue. Like the character development is amazing, but the story is dog shit.
Talk about your punk
Except
waifu.
for the freelance.
Talk about your punk waifu, Chloe.
Yeah. This is my aesthetic. This is my ultimate waifu.
Damn.
Like, if you are a Chloe Price,
That
slide
is
in my
actually
Twitch
like
DMs.
literally though. Like if you want to know what David's like, he is male Chloe Price.
Thank you. I try, and I'm also going to be male Chloe Price at Comic-Con.
Ooh. Now see, you've told me about 30 different cosplays now. You've said
Yeah.
that. You've
I
said
joke-
doing Lewis with me. Which who the
I
fuck?
will. One day it will be Chloe Price, male Chloe Price, and then one day it's Lewis with you. Because I can change my hair on the fucking fly at this point. Like, it is so chemically wrecked. I
Well,
can
I
go
still
from
d-
color to color. So yeah. And then obviously the one day I will probably just go as Celti because I've already ordered that shit. But yeah, Chloe Price is the ultimate waifu for me because she is literally that character that gives zero fucks what anybody thinks about her. She will be herself 100% of the time. You've seen her have her moments with Stepdouche, have wholesome moments with Max, to the willingness to just go back to her original timeline where she died so Max can have happiness. And if there's anything in that story, and Life is Strange is literally my favorite walking simulator, and I'm calling that like a genre of games at this point because let's face it, it really is. that story did so well. The fucking time travel bullshit, like how it messes with it from splitting the fucking dimensions, and if you go into the expanded universe with the comics, like that having to deal with those little fractures in time now, like this strand here led to this reality where I'm still alive, Rachel's still alive, Chloe's still alive, but everything's fucked. And then all the way up to Life is Strange 2, like the meeting back up with Stepdouche, and depending on your timeline, because when it imports, like he's either happy but moved on from the Arcadia Bay because obviously it's gone in that timeline if you save Chloe, or just moving on in general with his life now that, well, obviously Chloe's gone, he lost his daughter, so having to deal with that guilt. So
you're talking about the story, but tell me why you want to wife Chloe.
But that willingness to risk it all to go back to that fucking world where she's just gone, just to make her friends happy. That's just a very, very very strong character trait to me, that where she values others over herself in the end. And like, I mean, here I am at 1 o'clock in the morning filming a video with my buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I needed this for sure.
That is the one aspect of Chloe that I resonate with the most, is just that willingness to stay up all hours of the night, just doing stuff like this,
I was gonna say, like, would you do like stereotypical punk girl activities, like going to the junkyard to throw rocks at cans and dyeing your hair blue together, and
I literally
sitting in like a shitty car that's like broken down on the side
I was
of the road.
Chloe as a teenager. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I did all of that shit. Like, I used to live a mile from a fucking tar pit. I would just take my BB gun out there and just shoot cans and kind of graffiti the school as well. One of my favorite memories from high school. Let me actually check the statute of limitation on that. It's like,
isn't it like 7 years?
Yeah, I'm in the clear. Like, one of our senior pranks was just blowing up on the toilets with fucking water dynamite.
Where the hell did you get water dynamite? And also, what the fuck is water dynamite?
It's a type of firework that just goes off in water, and it just fucked one of the toilets up when we lit it. Wow. So, like, our fucking men's bathroom was a porta potty for a week.
Oh my god! And they didn't catch you?
I think they knew who it was, but they had just given up at that point.
No, bullshit. No, you're bullshitting. They would definitely have done something. They would have made your ass pay for that shit.
At that point, I'd already paid for tiles in the fucking
Again,
cafeteria.
it does not matter. They'd still keep fucking. They could definitely come after you if they knew it was you.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever figured out who it was because there were like 5 of us at that point that were behind that senior prank.
Wow.
So one of them might have taken the fall and saved all of us. I don't know.
At our school, they were like, by the way, absolutely no fucking senior pranks. Don't even Don't even try. Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. Yeah.
Our school legitimately was like, fuck around and find out. Do not fuck with us on this prank shit. I swear to God.
Yeah, but
I remember what they said. They said like if you did some sort of prank or whatever, like you wouldn't graduate.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I was the Chloe Price. But no, just everything she goes through, like I resonate so much with like not the loss of the friend aspect as much, even though like throughout high school I had friends die.
Oh shit! Fuck. I just heard I had friends.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the context of Life is Strange. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like creepy rapist teacher room. No, it wasn't.
Life is Strange was fucking extra, wasn't it?
It was. But it was more of like the depression aspect that was in my school. But like it was more of the like family aspect of shit, that the turmoil. They're like, we're going through all of this relationship bullshit, and then you know my family better than the viewer, obviously. You know how fucked up my family can be.
Yeah. I mean,
so yeah,
we all got some weird shit, man.
Yeah, it was more of that than the other shit, and just having that to relate to, and having the loss aspect and the reconnection.
Is this loss?
It kind of is.
I know. I just remember
but
that meme. Remember when Chris would always say it?
Yeah, God, Jesus Christ, that was just extra. But
what was
the amount of lost memes in our chat? Everything from butterflies to the Twin Towers.
Oh, Jesus. Well, anyway, this video's ending at a good time because I'm a tired boy. Where are you ranking? Was she waifu for lifu?
She is absolutely waifu for lifu. Just simply on that one trait alone, like the ability to risk it all for your friendship. That is absolutely the most attractive thing.
You can see up here perfectly. Basically, what I'm guessing is David's top 2 waifus and my top 2 waifus, and you see how we have our types, right? Look at the Look at the 2 middle ones, okay? Noodle and Rukia. That is my type. That's what I'm into. That's just apparently my type of women. I don't know. I don't get it. It's just what it happens. That's just how it be sometimes.
And then I have the punk strong whammon type.
God damn. I want those glasses, by the way. Those glasses. I feel like it'd fuck up your eyes so bad. Seeing in like.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, it's like the 3D glasses effect. I'm assuming like it was great for a while, but Jesus Christ,
it looks so cool.
Yeah. I'm sure you could just get like clear versions with that tint, and it wouldn't be as bad. Like dress glasses, essentially.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for watching.
That was a great video.
How
Don't
long is that, bitch?
Hour
and 18 minutes.
Yeah, hour 18:24.
I'm a tired boy. So with that, I say peace. Unless you have something else to say.
Our waifus, don't cancel us. Peace.